welcome. Yours truly, the voice, Mr. Savoir Faire, the DL Marshall, and I am one of your anchors, the Marsh Media News Update. It's the news outlet and platform in which you make the news public, we make it popular. We're going to get over to our anchor chair, add a little pretty into the room, give it up for Miss Shawn Lee. What's happening, Shawn?
Oh, what's up? Yeah.
You gave up the Richard Nixon. I am not a crook. Yeah, Shawn. So we got some news update. We got some hot trending topics. We may as well jump into it right now. Want to say hello to everybody that may be viewing us live right now. Jump into the comments, say what's happening, say hello. We got some hearts going up already, Shawn Lee. So let's get into this news right here. Hey, you got to look at the things that's going. You got to look at the things that's going on. You understand the what's her name? Akoi Lee, daughter of Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee. She had the internet almost in a Cat Williams frenzy to where that beautiful brown melanated girl that is 21 years old was found in a lip lock with a 65-year-old geriatric billionaire on an island beach kissing. Now, when I first saw that photo that they put up, Shawn, I said, this young lady here, she don't look comfortable. It almost was like social distancing, like when your auntie that had just a little bit of hair on top of her top lip came to give me a kiss, baby, and she kissed you. And when she kissed you, she shocked you just a tad bit, but it left a wetness right there. You didn't want to wipe it in front of her, but you couldn't wait till she turned her. That's how Miss Little Lee looked when she was kissing him.
I would have to agree. It looked very uncomfortable. Like I had to look at it a couple of times, like, oh, maybe this. No.
Well, the internet went in so quick that after that little rendezvous over the weekend, now I said it and I stood on it. Some people was like, yeah, maybe no, man. That was a sugar daddy exploit that was not supposed to be exploited. You know how a lot of them girls be on them yachts like, and they be in them resorts like, and they don't, you never ask yourself, who taking them pictures? And it be that old man sitting there with that belly like, oh, I can't wait. Kick in, Niagara, kick in. Yeah, that's what I think.
So, it's just all bad. Oh,
man. And so a lot of people was like, oh, that's karma coming off of Russell Simmons for what he's accused and running from the U.S. That's what he did with young models. Look, Russell Simmons was 17 years older than Kimora Lee. All right. He wound up marrying her. So obviously they were in a relationship. You can look at that picture and tell that wasn't no relationship. That was, how can I get this bag? How can I come over here and get this shopping spree? Because looking back at some 90 photos of Kimora Lee and Russell Simmons, they was touching. They body language. She was like, I found my Don Juan. The body language was totally different between her mom and daddy compared to her and this guy. Now, to everybody that says, oh, that's just karma coming back to haunt Russell Simmons, well, could it be learned behavior or a comfort level from knowing that her mom did it and wound up finding love, that she was like, okay, let me give it a shot? Could it be that, Shawn?
It could be. However, in my woman opinion, a 21-year-old and a 65-year-old, and I mean, no shade, but that 65-year-old, I ain't picking up what should be laying down. I'm cool.
So, speaking of that, so would you have so if that had been Ernie Hudson, who was 78, Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters, who has definitely taken care of himself, could it be okay for that then?
For me, I don't see that I don't 21. That's just so far. I don't know what you would. That's like this.
That's a 44-year age difference.
That's like your kid, because I know they got kids, they got grandkids that age. Like, come on, that's
44 years. Yeah, that's kind of. Now I will say this.
Up there.
There's a lot of people that were surfacing up a conversation between Okoye and Russell, her dad, and she was like, "Hey, Dad, I need you to up my allowance." And Dad was like, "No, I'm not gonna up your allowance." And her first response, Shawn Lee, what do you think her first response was?
Okay, I'll get it myself. I'm assuming.
I'll go get me a sugar daddy.
Well,
so she kept true to her word. She kept true to her word. And
yeah.
I believe that was the goings on, that she turned around and said, "Hey, since you won't, I'll go find someone who will." Now, the independent woman would have said what you just said.
Yeah.
But the kid, because she was asking for granola, crepes, and all this. It seemed like he was out with his granddaughter, but you want to kiss your granddaughter in the mouth. So it makes me say, it goes back to a lot of times the first impression for us as Black men is that slave ritual and that slave type of fantasy of, yeah, I got me a little bed warmer over here. I'll spend a few dollars on her. And yeah, you see that look on your face?
Listen,
that's the look. That look that's on your face.
Like that's
yeah, that's the feeling that went into your stomach. That's the feeling that went into Okoye's stomach when she had to kiss that man. That's when she had to kiss him. That look on her face is like, this just got real. Yeah.
I agree. So, that was uncomfortable.
And then a couple of days later, she says that she's breaking up with him, right? And then her friends come back and say, well, it really never was a relationship. Wait a minute, stop. I'm going to believe the horse before I believe the saddle. And the horse, out of the horse's mouth, said that they was breaking up. Now, how you break up with something that wasn't nothing? Now, I applaud your homegirls for trying to save your image.
No, they tried it. They tried
it. Yeah. But so yeah, ladies, young ladies, I will say this, please. Your body is not a source of income if you don't want to be called that WH word or the HO word or the THOT. You don't want to be classified as that, because if you in the States on the streets on concrete bricks and all that, that would have been called the walk of shame. That was the swim of shame right there, because you was on the beach. That was the swim of shame, because unfortunately somebody had to drop an anchor in somebody's pond.
I cannot.
All right, on to the next. What you got, Shawn?
Well, it gets worse.
Uh-oh.
Omaha, Nebraska public school substitute teacher was caught in an SUV. She's 45. Oh, they made sure to say that she was married with a 17-year-old boy.
They should have. They should have said she was married, because if that was a guy, they would have led with that. Married.
That's what they did. They led with married, and the neighbors saw a parked car. I guess it was just a parked car in a dead end zone. So they called, the cops go to it. The little boy, right, 17, he takes off in the car, crashes the car. So she's left behind getting dressed. And he crashes the car, and they did find him an hour later.
Wait. So she got dressed outside the car?
She had to, because she wasn't in the car with him. He crashed.
Talking about being a rookie. Come on, teacher. You dropped your book and lost your lesson. First of all, if you finna get busy in the car, you don't go to a dead end street. And then you get dressed in the back seat while he driving around. You don't just get out the car to pull you. Don't ask me how I know. I read a lot.
Okay. I'm just going, okay. Well, she admitted to sexual relations with this little boy. And so she is charged with a felony sexual abuse by a school employee. I mean, they put all that on there, but I'm like, she should just be charged with.
She's a pedophile. She's a pedophile, and she should have to register as a sex offender.
She will have that, and I'm sure her husband's going to divorce her. I'm 100% sure.
I don't know.
What?
He might, before he divorces Shawn, he might get that get back card. He'd be like, you know I got one. you know I got one, don't you? And boy, let me tell you, that friend Shantae that always be coming over here, yeah. And we ain't gonna even do it behind your back. You gonna cook us dinner.
Cut it out.
And then you gonna sit downstairs, him downstairs. You gonna sit downstairs as me and Shantae go upstairs, and we're gonna show you. We're gonna show you how to cheat correctly. I mean, I understand, Shawn, I understand teachers get underpaid, but you couldn't afford about an hour hotel room?
She could have afforded to just, it's all kinds of grown men giving it away. So, I mean, she could have got something.
That wasn't exciting to her, though. That wasn't exciting to her.
Clearly, but 17? So she's 45, he's 17.
Hey, you know the stigma? I'm going to tell you this. In America, a lot of people figure, or I should say this, a lot of young men figure, wow, I was lucky. You know why? Because you find a woman that you are attracted to, giving you attention, that's street cred. In your circle of homeboys, you the man.
The younger boy, older woman.
Yeah, so especially if she good and she your teacher, now he thinking, ain't no way I'm gonna flunk. Ain't no way I gotta attend class. Ain't no way I ever gotta buy lunch. Ain't no way I gotta ask for the new pair of J's. Ain't no way I gotta beg for a new iPhone. So all of a sudden, what is now being transgressed upon this young boy is satisfying. It feels good. So it doesn't feel like molestation. So that's where when they say statutory rape, because your mental capacity was stronger than the boy's mental capacity to think out front, but he must have made her go to that place because she got real stupid at the sight of the crime. She jumped out the car.
Listen, I just don't even, let me tell you something. I just don't even understand how in the world she got herself into that situation. Because
I know how.
There's nothing about a 17-year-old boy that no, ma'am. No.
You ain't seen that 17-year-old boy. No,
don't matter.
But you know what? There's so many women out here, and this transcends race. There's so many women out here now, Shawn, that just need to hear they look good. They just need to hear they still got it. And now they are putting at odds their livelihood, their respect, their freedom to feel that little feeling. That little boy couldn't find a G spot with a GPS.
Listen, she wasn't bad looking. I mean, she was lighter than me, and that just means that she was the other side. But
you can say white on this show.
She was Caucasian.
Yeah, she was freaky deaky. She was freaky deaky. Yeah. And you know what? Now that you said that, she might have, if she hadn't got caught, she probably would have told her husband, Brad, oh my God, Brad. We have to invite him in, Brad.
I could not believe that. That's just, listen.
Was she attractive, Shawn?
She was pretty. She wasn't ugly, but she looked 45 though. Like,
where was those teachers? Where was those teachers when I was in school? Because the teachers that was hitting on us, that was hitting on us, they looked like grandma. They was like, nah. Yeah. These teachers nowadays, you was like, yeah, I'd have stayed for the teaching for that.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. And where was that school at again?
That was in Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. That's like,
and she was a substitute. So I mean, she probably made it her mission to prey on the little children. I don't know.
hey, you know what? That wasn't her first time. That's just
That's
the
what I'm
first time
saying.
she got caught. Yeah, that was just the first time. Hey, let's do this, Shawn Lee. Let's go into the comments real quick. Latricia Brown, what's up, boss lady? Alicia Renee, Tamika Renee, a lot of Renees in the building. Anthony Taylor, good morning. Who else we got here in the comments? Charlie Joe Dodd. Yeah. So, hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for joining us with the Marsh Media News Update, where they make it public, we make it popular. I don't know what just happened here, but it knocked down all my comments, so I'm gonna go over here to this side. But hey, is it any more amendments to that story? Have we cooked that turkey? Or
that's it? The turkey is cooked, and it's Broncat one. Ernie Hudson is still fine. I agree 100%.
Oh, let me look up, and you tell me you can't shoot because you got to go out of town, and I look up and see you on the bench puckered up with Ernie. Talking about, hey, who you gonna call?
But I'm old enough, though. I'm old enough to be Ernie.
Yeah. You right. Hey, we speaking of having slave fetishes in your relationship. Gerard Carmichael, comedian that had the Gerard Carmichael show, he got in a little trouble in his live stand-up to where he joked about Shawn. Him and his white gay lover, they have role play where he makes his white gay lover play the slave master and he's the slave. And he couldn't understand why so many in the black community was like, dog, come on, dog. Come on. At this point, it ain't even about your lifestyle and your sexual preference. Dog, ain't nothing sexy about slavery.
Nothing. I mean, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's crazy.
He could have said a baby fetish. Being
no, Shawn. No, Shawn. No. After the story you just reported, we cannot say baby fetish. No.
Well, I just like being in a diaper in a onesie, but a slave and him be a slave on that's wild. That's wild.
Look, I don't know if
I was his mate. I ain't gonna be able to do that.
The mate wasn't comfortable with it.
Listen,
he wasn't. I mean, can you picture Shawn? You say, hey, daddy, when you come home, I got the move set. You come in, go straight upstairs. I got an outfit for you. And as soon as you put it on, you come downstairs and I'm going to be ready. And the dude come and he see this big old hat on the bed. He got this scarf with a vest and a shirt. Oh, wait a minute. I almost described my wardrobe today. And then all of a sudden he come downstairs and you hear, all right, we got this one right here about 6 foot. He's a thin one. He's very viral. Anybody want to bid 100? Anybody want to bid some rice? Anybody want to bid some tobacco?
I'm done. There's no way.
I'm like this as a comedian, Shawn. You should be able to joke about whatever you find funny. And I come from the school of, if my jokes don't make you feel sometime uncomfortable about laughing at it, then I'm not doing my job at pushing the social envelope. Because people back in the day would come into the comedy clubs to hear what you could not hear in regular normal society.
And I get that, but is that because I don't think that I would have laughed at that joke.
It's not for us to say, I'm going to tell this to make everybody laugh. It's to say, I find this funny. I'm going to test to see how many other people have the same shared humor. And so when you start saying, man, he shouldn't have said that, I don't like that. Even though I don't agree with it, I would not have said that. That's just like me dating a white woman or somebody as fair skinned as you and saying, no, Miss Lily, if Mr. Ralph come, I'm going to get it. You know he going to cut off my foots.
You know,
I don't find nothing sexy about it.
You know I'm black, right? Okay. I want to be crystal clear about I'm Negro.
But you get what I'm saying.
That's but I think like you're right. Everybody has their way to do their comedy, and comedy is getting people's getting sensitive with comedy. I remember back in the day, you could say whatever, and either you're gonna get a laugh or you're not. But now it's like y'all have to be a little censored so y'all don't get canceled, or so that somebody is not offended. And I think that if it's comedy, it's comedy. I'm pretty sure people laugh. I'm pretty sure that there was somebody that laughed.
You know what? The word cancel, let's cancel that. Because anybody that they have said is going to get canceled, ticket sales went up. Think about it. Anybody that they said has been canceled, they ain't going nowhere. You haven't, listen, the only way you can get canceled is like your advertisers. If you got corporate sponsors, they don't fool with you. But Corey Holcomb's still selling out. Shout out to Corey Holcomb. He's still selling out comedy clubs every week. Cat Williams is still selling out arenas. It ain't no such thing as no cancel. It's a bunch of, like you said, soft, sensitive people that now everybody with their phone has a platform to display, to show their displeasure. And so now they gotta go against, come on, man, let's do this. Let's go against all these folks that's gentrifying these black neighborhoods, taking over in restaurants, and then they talk to us crazy, and then spike up the prices and give us either subpar service, subpar product, or subpar food. Let's cancel that. Let's cancel that. Some words. Here's the deal: you bought the ticket, so that's just like buying a car and want to cancel a car lot because you picked the lemon off the lot. Carfax it. So if before you buy a ticket, go and research that comedian. We got YouTube. Everybody's got some sort of footage up. Chill out.
That's true.
Chill out.
I feel like with comedy's been so. I've never seen this much picking on comedy before in my entire life. And back in the day, they used to say some raunchy like stuff. Back in the day, I'm talking about like Eddie Murphy. I'm talking about Red Fox, like the stuff that they used to say back in the day, and some of the stuff that people are finding issues with now is like, why is there an issue? But I think,
and guess what, Shawn Lee?
Can say something out loud like, "Oh, he shouldn't have said that," or they go to their social media, which I feel like everybody has an opinion. But at the end of the day, comedy is comedy. Either you like it or you don't. And if you don't like it, just don't go see them no more.
Hey, check this out, Shawn Lee. We're still saying the same things. We're just picking different words because there's certain pronouns and things that you can't say. But you know something? Let me say this real quick. Drina Penn, what's up, Blue Dress? Kadero Booker. Shout out to Kadero Booker. We're going to be with Kadero Booker June 2nd in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Gentlemen of Comedy Tour. So shout out to you, my friend. Check this out. It's funny how certain levels of communities can say that you wrong for saying you are natural or a natural born woman. That you can really get backlash for saying I'm a real natural woman. They want you to say you a cis. I could get in trouble for saying I love women. I don't fool with men. I'm proud in my heterosexuality. Now all of a sudden I'm homophobic. But if I say something about a white person that may have said something very like Caitlyn Jenner, since we good transition, you taking pictures. You took pictures with OJ when you was Bruce, and you want to say good riddance to this man. The boy wasn't even cold at the morgue yet. They hadn't even zipped up the body bag, and you say good riddance to a person in death? How low grade of a human being are you? How low grade of a human being are you where you tell somebody good riddance before they're dead good? Now, we ain't talking about when you went and I think he was in a drunk driving incident and he killed some people in a car wreck. And then you clap back. Oh, so y'all really think it's cute to compare a vehicular incident with multiple cars when somebody killed somebody and he said, I could kill Nicole, I'm OJ, I could get away with it. Look, sir, y'all always tell us to get over stuff. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, but here come the comedian in me. Hey, you either like it or you log off. Now, you sit up here and you go through all those channels, right? But
yeah,
O.J. Simpson went to court. Y'all tell us get over stuff like slavery. Get over it, Bruce, Caitlin. Now, I'm talking to both of them. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I just want to make if Caitlin don't listen, I won't make sure Bruce does. So OJ went to trial. Y'all tell us to trust the judicial system. OJ went to trial. He was found not guilty and acquitted on all charges, Bruce. Caitlin, I'm sorry. Now, ain't nobody tripping off you. And like I said, that car incident. And Caitlin, we ain't holding you accountable for killing Bruce. You killed a whole white man. A whole white man.
I cannot even believe you just said.
Hey, y'all want more of that? Meet me April 18th, this Thursday, Kansas City at the Blue Room.
Yeah.
I ain't scared of these motherfuckers.
Listen, you said he killed Bruce.
He killed Bruce. He Lorena Bobbitt Bruce Jenner.
Excuse me. She killed Bruce.
She. And listen here. You, Shawn Lee, and all the women watching and all the women in the comments should be celebrating DL for standing up for y'all, because Caitlyn Jenner wasn't even a female a year and won Female or Woman of the Year. How insulting is that to a woman?
Listen, very insulting. And I feel like I can say that I am a natural born woman, because I am, because I was born a woman. I'm a woman. I'm not cis. Now I'm other people cis, like, hey sis, but I don't have to say cisgender. I'm a woman. I'm a natural born woman, and that's okay. I mean, that's
and all these pronouns keep changing. Look, man, we trying, but y'all gonna have to quit changing my monthly subscription. Let me subscribe to what it is I'm supposed to say for at least a month before you change my subscription. Keep going up in prices. I can't catch.
You just gotta say
I'm trying.
Just a plus. That's all. I don't know. Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm happy to have been born dark skinned. You remember back in the 70s, they tried to talk about black folk. I'm proud to be dark skinned. I'm proud to be black. Blackity black. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm proud. And I'm proud to love women. Beautiful black women. Butter pecan, caramel, choco latte. Oh, wait. I love them.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
So why get mad at me because I have the same fervorance of pride that you have being you? That's all I'm saying is don't look over me.
Yeah.
Like you don't want me to look over you. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I just feel like people that's conflicted and they do that. I mean, listen, I was just watching television and I feel like they have to put, I just want to say this right. They have to put a component of sexuality as far as like gay in every show. Like I just watched the show and I was so livid because this entire time I've been watching this show, 911, this character has been a ladies' man. Now they have him liking a man. And I'm like, hold on, time out. Why? Just why? Like, look, just why? Multiple seasons of this show, and now he likes men.
We accept everybody, and we believe that everybody has their right to choose who they want to love and who they want to love them. But at the same time, don't make me feel guilty for loving who I have the right to love and who I want to love me. So, in the words of yo boy, take that. Yeah.
That is not a reference that I would like for you to have used. we don't
Hey,
need no references from you.
hey, speaking of, real quick, and we're gonna skim past this real quick. So there's a quick little reel or short on the internet of Jaden Smith, the son of Will and Jada Pickett Smith, that he comes up behind Justin Bieber, and he gets behind him, and he gets about 3 good grinds. He dry humps him, and then Justin Bieber don't even, like somebody grab you from behind, even as a woman, you like, hey, he don't even act startled. He just muscles into it, and he turns around, he sees it's Jaden, and then he kisses him on the neck. He kisses Jaden on the neck like, thank you, boo. Yo, no. And listen, it ain't got nothing to do because it's 2 men, although it's, come on, y'all, come on. But listen, what if there's children out and you got to explain if it was, look, I wouldn't even walk up on a woman friend of mine talking about, oh yeah, 2, 3. That's inappropriate.
The fact that you're counting is just.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it. but it's like, come on, fellas. I mean, if that's your stick, I'm a firm believer. I'm from the days that if a scene came on in the movies, I was raised, your mama or your daddy throwing their hands over your eyes. Everything is not for public consumption. And then y'all have the nerve. Yeah, they have the nerve, Shawn Lee, to get upset when we make it popular, when they make it public. If you don't want certain things spoken about, don't do it where we can see it.
Yeah, and you have to be mindful. That's the thing. I feel like when it's their agenda, it's like, oh, accept this, here we are. But it's like, I gotta talk to my kid about this. Just don't force it down our throats. Let us be able to decide what we want our children to see. But nowadays, it's everywhere. It's in commercials. It's in advertisement. It's just everywhere. On TV shows, movies, it's everywhere. So I have a hard time with that. Very hard.
Here's another one of that guy's references. So you know what Jaden said when he walked up to Justin. Take that. Hey, Shawn Lee, let me put on something that I can see. Lakeithia Laydon yielded said logging off. Charlie Joe said First Amendment. Let's see. Hey sis, have a blessed day. Bruce Caitlin DL that cover she killed. No, he was born a man. Man, we got a lot. In Alphabet community said there is no such thing as a natural woman. Yeah, so
community.
Yeah, so that is a lot of, let me see, counting and sound effects. Yeah, I had to get that in.
Crazy for that Alphabet community. Oh, I can't.
Hey, thanks so much for y'all joining us. The Marsh Media News Update. We got just a couple of more seconds before we get out of here, Shawn. And I just want to tell everybody, please, we're simulcast going from Facebook and YouTube right now. Wherever you're watching us, thanks. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already to our YouTube channel, Marsh Media, channel I-70MMBE. All right. We got one real quick, Shawn Lee. Nate Robinson, former New York Knicks, Boston Celtic basketball player, said that he believes he's going to die. He's in desperate need of a kidney, and he's running out of time. So we want to say our prayers is going up for little Nate. And yeah, man, it's just it's something different when you face the mortality of not being able to correct something. You have to wait on someone else to come to your aid. So our prayers are going out for Nate Robinson. Also, check this out: a Detroit judge, a black Detroit judge, is ruling over a case of a white man, and the white man had traffic violations. The black judge said, you know what, at this point in time, you've shown all that you needed to see. I'm shown for us to dismiss this case. So we're going to dismiss this case. And it was via Zoom. You know how they're having a lot of court now via Zoom, right? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, as he's thinking he's logged off, the white man said, "That's what I thought. He's such a D word," using the male, referring to the male anatomy. And the black judge said, "Excuse me, what? I'm sorry, what you just say? Can you repeat that? Huh? What you just say?" And you now got a contempt of court charge because you couldn't shut your mouth. Moral of the story is, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. Yeah, he's such a Richard. That's right. And now, Seattle, my last story, I believe. Seattle, Washington. Black young lady. She's going to Walgreens after she gets off work. She's asthmatic, apparently, because she's picking up her prescription of Albuterol at a Walgreens pharmacy. Now, this Walgreens seems to be in not one of the most favorable portions of Seattle. And doing my research, I noticed that they say, you know, keep the wits about you when you go to this particular one. But this security guard, white guy, he's one of them security guards that has his hat turned to the back. Now he's got this big tactical bulletproof vest on. He has his 9mm Glock here, 2 magazine clips here. He's got the cuffs here. He's got mace here. He's overboard. He looks like he's fixing to go in to when they call in the National Guard. All right, just to secure a Walgreens. And you walk over to this thin, about 5'3" black female, maybe no more than 112, 115 pounds. And you start harassing her. You start telling her, "I'm getting in my ear right now." He has a phone earpiece, by the way, but he says, "I'm getting in my ear right now. The manager's telling me that they saw you stick some stuff in your purse. We need to look in your purse." "You're not looking in my purse, sir. I ain't took nothing." "Ma'am, look, we know about," and blah, blah, blah. You know the back and forth, the banter they go through. And so she was like, "I'm not." He said, "Well, I'm telling you, this ain't going to go well for you. You let me look in your bag or else I'm going to detain you and take you to the ground." And she is like, "No, sir, call the police. Who's telling you XYZ? He never would call the police. Now, if I call the police, you going to go to jail." She said, "Hey, I ain't got nothing. Call the police. I'll feel more comfortable." He keeps on trying to walk her away from everybody. She's like, "Hey, y'all, look, this man has harassed me. I ain't stole nothing." Blah, 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 boom, kapow. Then he tells her, once he see he can't get her off, he said, "Well, let me just check you. Look, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to give you this deal. Let me search you. And then... No. That's what I'm getting at." So she's like, "No, call the police." She sits down. Now all of a sudden he say, "You can leave. You're trespassing. You got to go." "I ain't going nowhere. Call the police. Call the manager. The manager in my ear right now. He can hear you. He don't want to talk to you." "Well, then call the police then." "No, you just leave. You trespass. You can't come back in here no more." Now you going back and forth with all this. Finally, the girl goes, "So first you tell me to sit down, I can't go nowhere. Now you telling me to leave? Yes, you trespass. And that's criminal federal charges. You giving me probable cause to check your person." What? So all of a sudden now, she said, "I'm going to call the police." And when she tells the police, when he shows up everything, he lying. "I ain't never said that." She said, "I got it in my phone, sir." So now the police realize this dude is overzealous. Hey, back up, sir. Now, you know, you really got to be unbelievable for the police to tell another police or a security officer, "You back up. I'm going to listen to her first." Come to find out, Shawn Lee, they got videos of this dude being a lapper. He's trying to hurry up and be a police. He's making videos of fake arrests and reenactments. And he's the superhero police officer, bounty hunter, super god. And he lies about everything. Come to find out, in the state of Washington, his security license ain't even valid right now. Sisters, be careful. Be careful. And remember, black men, black women, we're not opponents. We're teammates. Shawn Lee, that's all for me. That's all for me. What you got coming up?
I'll see you Thursday at the Blue Room.
You sure will. You sure will. Thank you. Thank you, Yielded. Thank you. And thank you. And you know why I'm saying thank you and thank you. Courtesy of you. Yeah. So you see how people be fishing and they gonna twist your arm and make you thank you. Thank you. So yeah, catch your boy, DDL Marshall Bam Brown. Billy Bird Sr., DR Stuckey III, and Robert Jackson this Thursday, 7:00 p.m. Doors open 6:45. Get your tickets now. We're starting to pick up on the ticket sales very well, but we got a few more. Going to get those last little few.
I'm get your tickets.
Yeah, you get your tickets.
Come see me.
Yeah, come see. Okay. Yeah, you've been printing tickets, but hey, you can get them online. www.officialthedlmarshall.com. That's www.officialthedlmarshall.com. Till the next time, she's been Shawn Lee. I've been the voice, Mr. Savoir Fair, the DL Marshall. And until then, until again, y'all keep on making the news public. We gonna make it popular. Peace.
Bye.